Hello, and welcome to something different for this channel. I'm your host, the Social Solipsist, and this is The Evil Within 2. Not that you would know it from the title screen, because I can't get back to the title screen. So be it. The Evil Within 2. Alright, let me keep this short. I was not going to do this game next on the channel. I was going to do something different that has just been pushed back, and will almost assuredly end up on the channel anyway. But at about 1 a.m. last night, I remembered that Resident Evil 4 exists. That's a joke. But was randomly prompted to play it. And I got back into it and I'm like, you know, I should play Evil Within 2. Now, I have a background with both Evil Within 1 and 2. I have seen them both end to end. I have played Evil Within 1 very briefly, and it's got problems. I have watched both Evil Within 1 and Evil Within 2 through in full, but I have not played 2. And Evil Within 1, especially the PC release, notoriously had some terrible technical issues. Now, my impression is that this Evil Within 2 may also have some technical issues, but not nearly as extensive. I am of the opinion, and this is now like a 3 or 4 year old opinion now, so I am prepared to be mistaken. I recall thinking that Evil Within 1 I quite liked from the perspective of what it was trying to do, but it was ultimately kind of a failure. Evil Within 2 struck me as pretty darn good, and I'm interested to play it and see if I'm right, or if my memory's wrong, or if I was wrong. If it's similar to the first one where the game's good, or the game's not good, but the core narrative is better than the game. Anyway, I'm just rambling on now. One more thing before we get started. Fucking Bethesda. I was going through the options to see what I can tweak. It does have some decent graphical settings, which I appreciate. But look at this. You can't use these options unless you log into a Bethesda.net account. Well, with Bethesda being owned by ZeniMax and ZeniMax now being owned by Microsoft, maybe one day we'll see this bullshit patched out. But I'm not holding my breath. Fortunately, I wasn't planning to use these anyway. I'm just grossed out by the fact that it wants me to have an account. Fuck you. Anyway, without further ado, let's just jump right into this. If you've never watched The Evil Within 1, I would probably recommend you go and just watch through it. It's not an extraordinarily long game, although apparently it's longer than this one on average playthrough length. Because narratively speaking, the two lead into each other. That said, not that much happens in 1, so I don't know. I don't recall whether this one stands alone that well. I watched a playthrough of 1 right before 2 released, and then I watched a playthrough of 2. So I watched them back to back. I guess we'll figure out during this playthrough whether it fits together narratively without necessitating watching or experiencing the other one first. I would hope so. Anyway. Aim assist. Oh, so there are three default control schemes. There's A and B controller, and then C is mouse and keyboard. Setting it to disabled for. If I was playing with a controller, I would set it to on. I have no qualms about that because I'm terrible at shooters with a controller. But For now, I'm playing with a mouse and keyboard, so we'll just have to see.
No, this is not happening.
Alright. Off to a rip-roaring start. This is Sebastian Castellanos. He's the protagonist from the first game. Terrible idea. Yep, that's why. It just turned me on its own, I guess. That's interesting.
Damn it!
Who has a sliding glass door on the front of their house? That's also a really bad idea, because it's a good way to get oxygen into a smoky room and cause it to ignite.
God, is she upstairs?
I'm actually surprised under the circumstances that it's not taking my camera control away more. But then again, I've been playing a lot of underwhelming games recently.
How did this happen?
And this has been burning for a while if the door's that charred. Wait, where did that fire even come from? If there's nothing on this side either.
I'm coming, Lily. Just hold on. I'm here, Lily. I'm here.
Oh, it's toggle. Okay.
Lily? Come on out. Lily,
Oops.
where are you? I'm here. Dad's here.
You weren't here for me, Dad.
There's a weird muffle effect on his voice.
Lily! No!
You didn't save me!
Kidman?
Hello, Sebastian. It's been a long time.
3 years. I've been trying to track you down for 3 years.
And you thought you'd find me at the bottom of an empty bottle. Is that it?
And why are you here now, damn it?
You didn't find me because they didn't want you to. Calm down, Sebastian.
You knew what was gonna happen in that hospital, didn't you?
What happened at Beacon is in the past. You need to forget it.
You sound just like that psychologist the Force shoved down my throat. But he didn't have answers. You do. You're gonna tell me about Mobius.
I'm here because of this.
Where did you get this?
Lily's still alive.
Lily is dead! I read the police report! I was at her funeral!
We can rewrite history if we want to. Staging a death is child's play. Why would I come out of the shadows just to lie to you? Lily is alive, and she's with us. But she's in danger. We need you to help save her.
Save her? What have you done to her? Get your hands off me!
I was hoping you'd come willingly, Sebastian. But we don't have time for this bullshit. We need you. Lily needs you. Sebastian? You're awake. Good.
Yeah, great. Where are we?
You're in one of our facilities.
So this is the almighty Mobius, huh?
Be careful about what you say. You don't know how powerful they are.
Right. So powerful they have to kidnap a washed-up ex-cop to help them.
At least your terrible sense of humor is still intact.
Enough of this bullshit. Where's Lily?
Patience. All your answers are right here.
The Beacon Mental Hospital incident was an unfortunate setback. But we used the knowledge gained to build a new and vastly improved STEM system.
What does this have to do with my daughter?
Imagine it. Millions of minds connected together. Happiness for one is happiness for all. This machine, this miracle, will allow our species to achieve greatness. We needed to start with a mind that was pure and clean enough to support thousands of personalities. The mind of an innocent child.
You connected Lily to that machine?
Your daughter is quite special. The most stable core candidate we've ever tested. Thanks to her, the new STEM has been a smashing success. Until recently.
A little over a week ago, Lily vanished. Just stopped sending signals. Then the STEM environment began to collapse. We thought it was just a technical glitch. An easy fix, so we sent a team of Mobius agents inside. But then we lost contact with them, and STEM went dark.
Think about this, Mr. Castellanos. I am providing you an opportunity. Not only to see your daughter again, but to save her life. Something you thought you failed to do before. You can save her, or let her die. It's your choice.
I forgot how long this opening cutscene is.
Good luck, Sebastian. And please, try to cooperate with any team members you might find in there. I know you don't trust us, but they have the same goals as you do.
That's all right. I'm fine by myself.
Just remember to call me the moment you find Lily, so that we can begin the extraction process. I'll be out here for you. And someone else will be in there for you. Are you ready? Be careful in there, Sebastian. We're counting on you. STEM entry in 3, 2, 1.
I have control of the camera again.
Is this... Where am I?
Before we go any further, I want to talk about something, which is the plot of... well, never mind. It's going to burst into flame whether I want to or not.
I know it's hard to accept, Myra, but she's gone. Our little girl is gone.
No. I'll never accept it. If you won't help me, I'll find out the truth on my own.
What the hell is this place?
Detective, we've got a call.
That is the Beacon Hospital, the setting of the first game.
What the...
It's a pretty cool effect.
Hello? Sebastian, are you there?
Kidman? What's...
Snap out of it, Sebastian. You've made it in safely. How are you feeling?
terrible. Like the worst hangover ever.
Don't worry. It will pass once your mind has adjusted. You're in an area separate from the main system right now. That's how we're able to maintain communication with you. This construct is called your room. It's a safe zone that was formed from your own memories.
My memories, huh? If that's the case, then where are my wife and child? This place looks like my old office at Crimson City PD.
It was your subconscious that built it. You should ask yourself that question. Let's get down to business. We sent some information into your room. Do you see anything unfamiliar?
There's a cat.
There are photos of a bunch of Mobius agents here. Your lost team, I assume.
That's them. Let us know if you locate any of them. You're our only line of communication into STEM. They're stuck in Union and searching for Lily too.
Union?
This STEM environment was designed to look and feel like a small town called Union.
Great. So your experts need rescuing too, huh?
If anyone can do it, it's you.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, but I'm only here to find Lily.
There's more info there. You should check it out before you go.
Sykes. A tech, but at least he has some small arms training. Hoffman. Psychology and surveillance. This one could be cagey. O'Neill. They must not have been expecting trouble if they sent in all these technicians.
was weird. Didn't have control there for a second.
Harrison. Combat specialist, huh? Hopefully he can take care of himself. Baker. Team leader. He's the guy I should try to find first. Lily, your team, and now me. We're all stuck inside STEM. I still don't understand why you can't just take them all out of their pods and wake them up.
It doesn't work that way. Without a core, we're totally locked out of the system. To forcibly remove anyone from STEM at this point would kill them and leave their consciousness trapped inside there.
Great. Mobius has got some stellar backup plans.
Stating the obvious isn't going to speed things along. You need to find Lily. Otherwise she, you, and everyone else inside is going to die.
All right, for those unfamiliar with the first game, I want to just give a very brief rundown of the pertinent points here. So the first game involves investigating murders at Beacon Memorial Hospital. You play as Sebastian, where you go to the hospital and you slowly end up discovering and fighting more and more screwed up things. The main plot arc is essentially that you discover that a boy who there was a person who had a traumatic experience as a kid where his sister died in a fire, and became obsessed with researching the subconscious and human brains and psychology and all these other things. Sort of went mad, but started developing this technology to create these sort of virtual worlds, or these worlds that are entirely in the mind, and how to tie people's minds together. Of course, this attracted the attention of an evil corporation, that being Mobius, and they wanted to take his madness and turn it into profit, or power. So that's sort of where we ended up here. The end of the game, the end of game one ends rather abruptly with sort of we escaped, but we don't really know the status of things, and we don't know whether we're in reality or outside of reality, or if reality and the virtual world have blurred, and so on and so forth. I do genuinely recommend watching the movie, so-called movie version of the game, because it is a worthwhile narrative, but the game itself it's not terrible. It's a bit of a mess, and has some time-wasting stuff.
It was burned up along with everything else in the house.
Let's see. Rookie training, KCPD 1976. I'm noticing a flicker in the floor texture, which is kind of weird.
My first commendation. Feels like another lifetime. I guess because it was.
Anything else in here? The camera angle on this over the shoulder is quite tight, and I'm sure that's intentional, but it's a little awkward. I do have control. Oops, no, that's not what I want to do. I do have control over, where is it? Default is 65. Wow, that is substantial. I much prefer it like that. The question with field of view settings is always how they've implemented the field of view, because some of them, in some games, field of view is implemented in an awkward fashion where it, rather than really widening the viewport and pulling the camera back, it literally changes the, like, quote unquote lens that the camera is using to make the field of view wider, which tends to have lots of negative side effects. This appears to be the good version of it, which is appreciated. Is there really nothing else? Hold on. Nothing in my coat? Guess not. Okay, you know what? Before we go any further, I think I'm gonna call this episode since it's been a little long already. I'm not gonna promise we're gonna finish this game. Frankly, oh well.
I don't ever remember owning a cat.
I don't know if we're gonna finish this game. Might turn out I'm terrible at it and I'll never finish it. Or it might turn out to be a shit show and I won't finish it. But gonna make an attempt. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you've played the first one or the second one, or what your reflections are on either or both of them. And I will see you guys next time.